Senatrice Petitclerc.
Merci, Monsieur le Président. Ma question est pour le...
Thank you very much. I have a question for the government representative in the Senate, Senator Gold. Like many Canadians, I was struck by the disturbing revelations in the Globe and Mail on the 8th of February on the athlete Megan Brown and sexual harassment in Canadian athletics. I think we all agree that these situations are unacceptable. Athletes should be protected. I would like to know what the Government of Canada is doing to favor a safe, welcoming, and inclusive environment in Canadian sport, free of sexual harassment and other forms of abuse. And this is something that I'm quoting from the mandate letter of the Minister of Canadian Heritage. And more specifically, I'd like to know whether the Government of Canada can assure us that it will create a pan-Canadian mechanism to combat abuse, violence, and mistreatment in sports. A mechanism which would be completely independent from sports organizations and Sports Canada, as most of athletes on our national teams have recommended, as well as prominent researchers and many sports organizations. Senator Gold. Thank you for your question. I would like to start by saying that I share your shock and disgust, and I'm sure all senators feel the same way. When it comes to all sexual harassment and abuse of power, I have been assured that the safety and security of athletes, coaches, and other stakeholders in the sports world is a priority for the government, and will not stand for any of this behavior. Specifically, in answer to your question, I've been informed of the following. Firstly, that the government has contributed about $209,000 to the Canadian Coaches Association to create a code of conduct at the national scale. This will act as a reference in order to fight mistreatment in sports. Thank you, René. I'm just having trouble pronouncing that word. The association, an independent association, did a study in 2009 with the University of Toronto when it comes to the prevalence of all forms of harassment, abuse, and discrimination. And thirdly, I have been assured that the government is going to support a one-year pilot project by an independent investigative organization implemented by Canada's Sports Disputes Resolution Association, which is an independent association which was created by members of the sports community. After the end of the pilot project in March 2020, the project will be reevaluated for possible future implementation. And finally, I have also been told that the government has put aside $30 million over 5 years in Budget 2019 in order to help sports organizations to create measures so that they take on more responsibility for the well-being and safety of their athletes. I hope that answers your question. Thank you.